What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another casual Saturday. Yes, I know this is probably going to be a bit of a late casual Saturday, but I have two things that is technically kind of late for a DBZ or Dragon Ball Super Broly update. So it's going to be really a late thing for this video to have a late concept into it. So I guess it kind of works out both ways, doesn't it? Anyway, so the first Dragon Ball Super Broly update is where they showed two platforms literally hiding behind the main picture I've already talked about for an update, and it's intriguing. So people are saying that one is a space pod and one is like a landing dock for only Frieza, for Planet like from back in the day for Planet Vegeta, or who knows, maybe we're gonna learn about Frieza's planet. I doubt it, but you never know. It's definitely intriguing to see like there's two platforms now and figure out which one's gonna be which. Anyways, the second thing as well is that it is officially confirmed by one of the designers that apparently he mentioned on Twitter that he is drawing Gogeta. He is practicing, of course, and stuff like that to draw the character in many different ways. And I think it's cool personally to hear the concept, but also at the same time, the news was out. It was kind of already confirmed. They just realized that now that, you know, they were just a little bit late to the party. Like we kind of caught on. I even caught on with the theory. Like when they released the 3 movies, I literally made a theory about that, saying that, oh yeah, this is it. That this is it. Like this is the 3 movies. That they're giving hints to the Broly movie. So, you know, the concept was there. They threw out, like, you know, to give us a hint, and we just didn't think about it at the time. And yeah, so Gogeta is there, Bardock's there, and of course the main man himself, Broly. So, you know, all 3 movies that are going to be remastered, you know, over here, well, it's going into one movie. So hey, you know what, I feel like that's a bonus. Get to see all these 3 movies remastered, see the Broly movie. I think that's a win-win for our books. Like, we're getting 4 DBZ movies in theaters. I don't see what's the problem with that. But anyways, guys, besides that, I do want to talk about one movie as well, which is Bleach. Now, before you guys criticize me on what I'm about to say about the movie, or maybe you have the same opinion, maybe, I'm not quite sure, or maybe you're just not quite sure what I'm talking about, or yeah, that could be also it too. Anyways, I recently saw the Netflix live action Bleach movie, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent for a live action movie, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen worse, especially for concepts like Dragon Ball Evolution, which was not even exactly it. Like, not, and that's why we pretend today that movie was never made in the first place. Also too, I never really seen Bleach as well, so I can't really put my own opinion towards the movie technically, but from a person's standpoint who's never seen the anime yet, it was a pretty decent movie, I'm not gonna lie. It does remind me of the Japanese forms of how they make their movies down there, and the concept is pretty decent, like, for that particular thing. So, you know, I give them props for that, but I'm not gonna lie, there was moments in the movie where it kind of took you out of the moment for a second when you realize, oh, why is, you know, this, you know, part of the movie. And I kind of felt like, you know, they didn't have to add those parts, especially with the expressions and stuff like that. I feel like they could have just made it more casual than actually overdoing it. Other than that, I feel like it wasn't a bad movie. Like I said, the fights were pretty decent. The creatures, you know, they were alright. I'm not saying they were like terrible, because I've seen worse animations of like concepts for live action movies, and I found those were bad. But in this one, I could tell that it was pretty decent, you know, for animations on the creatures. Like I said, I don't know personally what the creatures look like in the anime, so I can't say too much. But from watching older movies to now, I can tell that the animation for Japanese movies are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And before anybody says anything, just in case, the real reason I watched this movie was because I wanted to see what the concept was of what Bleach was. I knew there's a lot of episodes already for the show, so I just thought, well, if I watch this live anime movie, then maybe I can get the concept of what the show is supposed to be about, maybe, and it seems like they did the right. Like I know what the character looks like, of course, in the anime and stuff. I've seen, you know, posters and small little AMVs and stuff of that. But it seemed, you know, it seemed like they got the concept. Like I said, I'm not quite sure, but it was pretty decent. And the one line, there's this one line I loved at the ending of the movie that I feel like, you know, I don't want to spoil the movie just in case if someone wants to watch it, but there's this one line at the end of the movie after the fights were over and stuff like that, and I love what the father says to the son, which was eat well, live well, and then he says what was it, live well until you go live young until you go bald. And then he says, live your life the way you want to until you die. And I feel like that's like probably the best lines for anybody to say, like in general, not even have to be in a movie. Like I feel like his words were probably like the best things to hear, literally to say to someone, especially if there are people that are confused about what they want to do with their life and stuff like that, and I feel like, you know, that's like probably the best general advice to give someone, is like tell them that it's like, you know, try to eat, you know, very healthy as well, of course, you know, the whole concept of that, just live your life, and you know, just try to live young, because, you know, like that's the whole point of like our lives, is we want to try to live young until, you know, we have to kick the bucket, and I mean just kick the bucket in general. If you kick that bucket too soon, you know, things might come out of the bucket. I'm just saying, you don't want to see what comes out of that bucket, okay? If you see what comes out of that bucket, you're gonna be scarred, and I don't think you want to be scarred for the rest of your life. I just want to point that out. But other than that, guys, hope you guys are watching. Hit that like for more, subscribe if you're new. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you guys think. Personally, because I like to see what your comments about, or your thoughts, opinions about the movie. If you hate it, let me know, because I like to hear that too. Because I'm gonna be watching the anime now, because I really just want to see what the purpose was of the movie and the concept of what the show's supposed to be about, and because of the movie, I kind of just want to go and watch the anime now. So I can't wait to see how the whole show goes, how everything goes on the whole, like the concept of the anime. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good show, and I know it's a really popular show either way, so I definitely want to see the series in general. So can't wait for that. But also let me know, guys, what you guys think about the DBZ updates. What do you guys think about Gogeta, you know, officially here and stuff. Just let me know anything in general what I talk about today, and I'll see you guys, of course, in the next videos. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.